The air was thick with rust and ozone. The Scrapheap stretched for kilometers, a metallic graveyard of broken dreams and forgotten wars. Mitchell picked his way over twisted wreckage and shattered exoframes, his boots crunching glass and bone. Alike, he wasn't supposed to be here. Zone Delta 9 had been off limits for years. The last battle fought here had ended in a thermonuclear stalemate, and the stories that came after were worse than the radiation warnings. But scavengers didn't listen to ghost stories. Not when a single find could buy a ticket off-world. That's when he saw it. Half buried under the carcass of a ruined crawler tank lay something far too clean, too whole. He knelt, brushing away ash and grime. It was armor. Not standard-issue Terran cores, not even Syndicate. Design.no-. This was old-world mercenary tech. Pre-Empire. It was matte black, lined with deep cerulean veins that still glowed faintly. The helmet's visor was shaped like a wolf's snarl. The shoulder plates bore a faded insignia, a sword through a planet, dripping blood. He reached out, fingers trembling. The moment his skin touched the armor, it responded. The cerulean veins lit up fully, scanning his palm with a sharp, cold pulse. Neural sync. Initiated. Subject. Human unregistered. Warning. Classified protocol breach. Mitchell stumbled back. What the hell? Quotes the armor's chest plate open with a hiss, as if inviting him. He hesitated only for a second, before slipping one arm inside, then the other. As the suit sealed around him, data flooded his brain, weapons loadouts, terrain overlays, combat simulations, target acquisition. It fit perfectly, like it had been waiting. He stood taller, vision sharper, pulse steadier. A predator in a world of scavengers. Then a click behind him. Not the wind, not debris. The distinct, unmistakable click of a plasma revolver being cocked. A voice deep, cold, and furious cut the silence like a blade. Put it back, or you're next. Mitchell turned slowly. The figures standing 10 feet away were similar armor, more worn, scorched, and pitted with age, but just as deadly. The mercenary's helmet was off, revealing a face riddled with scars and one glowing cybernetic eye. Didn't think anyone was left alive out here. Mitchell muttered, hands half raised. That's because we're not supposed to be. Merc's voice was steady. That armor belonged to Captain Jael Varen, my commander, my brother. I didn't know. You activated it. The man took a step forward, weapon unwavering. That armor was coded to Jael's genetics. If it responded to you, then you're not just some trash picker. Mitchell's breath caught in his throat. The data stream in his mind, he barely understood it. But his heart had been pounding not from fear, but from familiarity. What are you saying? I'm saying that either you're Jael's clone, or his son. Silence hung heavy for a moment. I was born in the wastelands of Earth Colony 12, Mitchell said. No records, just survival. The merc lowered his weapon an inch. And yet the armor knows you. Behind them, something massive groaned, a seismic shift in the Scrapheap. Sensors of Mitchell's suit pinged red. Something big, something old, something moving had just awakened. You woke it, the merc growled. That suit isn't just armor, it's a beacon. From the ridge behind the crawler tank, a mechanized monstrosity pulled itself free of the rust. 8 legs, rotating cannon arms, a single eye glowing crimson. Designation, X-990 Omega Hunter Unit. Objective, eradicate all mercenary protocol violators. It roared a deep, bass-heavy distortion that shattered nearby glass. Run, the merc snapped. I can fight. You don't know what you're wearing. He barked, but Mitchell's hands moved on their own. The armor guided him. A pulse rifle snapped out. From his forearm, the targeting HUD locked onto the mech's joints and optic sensors. Autonomous combat mode engaged. He rolled aside just as the Omega Hunter fired. A plasma shell turned the wreckage behind him into vapor. Mitchell returned fire, each burst precise, coordinated, lethal. The suit corrected his aim mid-trigger. The mech staggered, roared again, launched mini-dash drones. The older mercenary joined in, twin blades humming with ionized heat. He moved like a ghost, a veteran of 1,000 wars. Together, they danced around death, but the suit was learning faster, smarter, deadlier. It anticipated the hunter's next move. And just as the mech prepared its final railgun shot, missile jumped propelled skyward by the armor's back thrusters and landed hard on the mech's head. He tore open a panel and shoved his arm inside. Override initiated. Legacy commander detected. Shutdown code accepted. The mech froze. Then collapsed. The silence. Returned, heavy and stunned. The older mercenary stood panting, staring up at him. You are his blood, he finally said. Mem Ice HAEO climbed down, his hands shaking. I don't even know who he was. You will. The merc looked skyward, where orbital beacons had begun flashing red. That beacon woke up more than just a mech. He said, the Empire will come. They always do when old ghosts stir. So what now? Mitchell asked. The merc looked at him long and hard. Now, he said, we teach you who you are. Because that armor isn't just your inheritance. It's your burden.